moment of the season to all our wonderful viewers out there. Great to have you join us on ArtHouse. I'm Melinda Kinlami. We're checking out art from across the country today. So let's see what we have on the lineup. From a solo exhibition at the Moriri Gallery of Contemporary Art in River State, to a second chance solo exhibition in Abuja. Then we turn to Lagos, to the Tim and Carol Art Gallery, where promises of memories are being shown. We'll enjoy them on this week's episode of the program. Details when we return. Stay with us.
The information age is too busy to observe little things in nature. The artist has a duty to draw attention to these details of nature, for very often, the answers we seek are in the details provided by nature.
We start off with A Promise of Memories. That's the title of a group exhibition at the Tim and Carol Gallery in Lagos.
The Tim and Carol Gallery in Lagos has hosted a group exhibition titled A Promise of Memories, which features some outstanding contemporary artists displaying their unique works of art.
A Promise of Memories, today's presentation, brings 13 amazing artists together in their various proficiencies, ranging from painting, mixed media, sculpture, ceramics. These 13 artists, once we gave them the theme, this is what we're working on. The result was just amazing. Everybody has some form of memory, some form of nostalgic feeling, some form of experience that we hold dear to our hearts. And I think this exhibition, this presentation, has brought all of that out in everyone, not just for the artists, for the viewers, for the collectors, for everyone. I mean, it is one thing to say, oh, I have this experience. It's another thing to know, oh, somebody is sharing this experience with me. That shared experience is what we are celebrating today.
This exhibition today parades both the masters and growing masters. That's one unique thing about it. It parades both the masters and the emerging masters. So it's important to see that this variety of artists, their works are put together so that the upper can acknowledge the lower. And so this exhibition is unique in that sense. And more importantly, the array of artists shown, they are dignified artists, and not that alone. Some of the media, the mediums they exhibited are very unique. You see plastocars, you see some prints, you see some paintings, you see sculpture, you see some of this other, you see Ibolaji Oduo is with his own style of impasto, a Samo variety with his own style of impasto, a Luke Osaru with his bronze sculpture, and also a Kunle Adeyemi with his plastocars and paintocars. So some of these things are very unique, and so the artists were picked from different areas, and they are displaying different genres, of their works.
For the gallery, this is just not another exhibition, but a mediation on time, heritage, and human continuity, as these creatives have been constantly churning out pieces, no matter the odds.
It's a group exhibition, and we have notable artists, selected for this, which I want to title as veterans, especially selected for this. So I think based on my practice over the years, I was, selected for this particular show. And in view of my antecedents, in terms of what I've been doing over the years, in terms of artistic production, I think that was what one of the criteria, with which I was selected for this group exhibition.
The artists explain what they have brought to this exhibition hall this time around.
To me, line is a veritable medium of, expressing, whatever you want to do. In anything you want to do, it can actually be applied metaphorically and literally. And if you look at my works here, you can see 3D lines running around. There's a figure in between an entangled. That is why it's titled, "We are all entangled in this space." And what do I mean by that? We all go around with our gadgets. We are all hooked. We are all obsessed with our gadgets, right? What are we trying to achieve? It's about the fact that we have a goal, right? But despite that, we are more or less being constrained by this, because if care is not taken, you discover that you spend the entire time with your gadget. So what this piece is actually trying to, what I'm trying to allude to is about the fact that what's supposed to empower us is more or less becoming an albatross, because the need for you to know how you manage your time when you interact with your gadget is very important, or else you'll be entrapped by it, and that was why it is titled The Entrapment.
The works I showed in this exhibition is to let people know the way my brain thinks, the way I feel about art. So every person sees the exhibition from his own perspective. But for me, I think the importance to me is to show the results of my broodings.
And the viewers are in awe of the images on parade.
I was enthralled right from the entrance. I could hardly tear myself away from each piece, and it's a beautiful. Every time artists come together, especially the caliber of artists that we have on show today, I knew that it would be something worth seeing, and I'm not disappointed at all.
The works on display this afternoon, they are works that should remind us of great memories for a very long time, because I've looked at the works. I knew that it would happen like that. So everything I have seen today is what I actually expected, because I know that I'm showing alongside great people, and then what I've seen so far, they are amazing works that I can confess that I am great to be part of this one.
In the variety of works we have here, paintings, sculptures, mixed media, ceramics, print works, each piece has a story that is telling the individual person. Each piece has a memory it's going to give you. Whether it is the color, it is the lines, it is the structure, it is the curation, the experience of it all is what we want to give you. I always advise people, engage with the work. Don't just look at it. Take a second and a third look at it. It must speak to you in a way. 3 of us can look at a work and we'll have 3 different interpretations. That is the beauty of art. That is the beauty of looking at art. That is the beauty of enjoying the aesthetic of art. Every single thing here is different from each other. No 2 artists' works are the same. And everybody is going to have different experiences. No 2 experiences are the same. You want to feel joy, you want to feel happiness, you want to feel that nice, warm nature that, oh, wow, these colors speak to me. This reminds me of my childhood. This reminds me of my auntie and uncle. Oh, I really enjoyed this time when I went to the north. Those are things we are trying to bring out from what we are seeing here.
Sam Ovareti, Kunle Adeyemi, Bolaji Ogunwo, Adeola Balogun are just a few of the artists who were part of this group exhibition.
If that was exciting, then let's see what we have at the Moriri Gallery of Contemporary Art in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where there's an exhibition which shows the beauty of Kalabari mythical narratives on driftwood sculpture.
All roads led to the Moriri Gallery of Contemporary Art in Port Harcourt, River State, for the solo art exhibition of Professor Charles Umwaru.
I'm a typical Calabari man. I have lived in the community over a year. So my works are to express my understanding of the society and the mythical situations that are really perhaps resounding, but quite a number of people may not have even heard about it. I remember when I was very young, I called these metamorphoses. These arts expressed the idea of my understanding of what actually took place when I was young.
The exhibition, titled Calabari, Mythical Narratives on Driftwood Sculptures, is to commemorate the Calabari New Year Festival at Calabari.
So when we heard about the Calabari New Year Festival, we thought it would be indeed necessary, it would be of importance to have an exhibition to commemorate this festival. It's something that they started recently, and I think this is about the second time they're doing it. And to make it iconic, we thought that art, which is able to speak to heritage, will do well to support this exhibition.
Among the visitors who thronged to see the exhibition were people of Kalabari extraction who gleaned with pride at seeing their works of art becoming mainstream and receiving the attention they deserve.
When I heard about Professor Umwaru, I was very glad, and I researched into what he has done, and it was fantastic. And one of the things that is really captivating when I came in and I saw his work, like this one here, he called it Inyokro. I have not heard from him, the person who did it, but I know while looking at it as a man, the moment I came and I saw, I'm seeing this is a pregnant woman, this is another pregnant woman. The word Inyokro for us, Oyibo Inyo, that is the strength of a man. Yeah. There is a man that they impregnated these women, and it's through these women that life comes. So it is the man, through the man, that he has the seed. It is through him that women have to conceive, and then life comes out of it. So we are all here because we are living in the sense that we came through a woman. And coming through a woman cannot be possible without the man. So that is what this is depicting.
The sculptor, Professor Umwaru, walks us through his works done on driftwood and sourced locally, either from the water or on land.
Here is a typical Kalabari mask. When you have a mask, there are two types of mask you have. The one that covers the face and the one that has to be placed on the head, which the Kalabari people call headpiece. Now the headpiece is supposed to be made and it will be cladded with costumes. That is what it is. Now this is Otobo, one of the most revered Kalabari masquerades, and it's all over the Kalabari towns, and it's owned by one of the most fantastic, as far as I'm concerned, in Nigeria. Yes, there are sects, clans, and so on and so forth. The Ekine Society is a vital instrument for Kalabari culture. They own these masquerades. And I decided to depict it, one of which I converted it into a bronze, which is stated in placed in University of Uyo. It is part of my PhD program. And I believe that if we are able to convert this into various materials, more longer lasting material, it will be able to preserve the masquerade as against that of the wood that are being used. So this is one of the reasons why this is fiberglass, not bronze, because fiberglass itself is stronger than wood, while bronze is lasting, you can't tell when.
For the gallery, this partnership is crucial for the elevation of Kalabari art nationally.
It gets even more exciting when we return on ArtHouse with another solo exhibition. Join us again.
And these are the works of art you sent in this week. It's a new month and a lot of new things are happening in the art world. A lot of our online creatives are showing us a lot of interesting things. Like Salifo Arts has this one done with acrylic on board. It's called Homecoming. Then Taiwo Samuel is showing us The Sun, an oil on canvas piece. Then this work is part of Adekunle Mayowa's series. It's called Afro, done with acrylic on canvas. Then Eggshells is what Kena has used to capture American comedian Kevin Hart. Then Explicit Art World has this digital painting called Hold On. This oil on canvas work is done by Aloma Matthew. It's called Royalty. Then Gone with the Moon is an oil on canvas work done by Peter Energy. A New Dance in Town, the second in the series, is an acrylic on canvas work done by Innocent Chikeze. Then we wrap things up with this work done by Daniel Aja. It's called The Mind of an Artist. It's rendered with mixed media. And those are the works of art you sent in this week. We appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you to keep them coming.
Second Chance is a comeback solo exhibition by this contemporary artist in the nation's capital, Abuja.
Call him the comeback art king, for you would not be wrong. Contemporary artist Dan Anyankak has returned with a stunning exhibition in the nation's capital, Abuja.
The name Second Chance was inspired by the materials I used. I worked with waste, plastic waste and sawdust. And for it to be appreciated again, become an aesthetic material, one has to give it a second chance. It was discarded, like the artist, that is me, gave it a second chance, preaching sustainability of the planet with the arts.
His stint in advertising and artist residency program at the National Gallery of Arts at the Aina Onobulu complex within the National Theatre premises created some magical synergy that produced great artistic projects and ideas.
Artists taking us around a couple of fantastic work he had done, depicting the trend of social life of the African people, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, and that is a way of art actually speaking to the mind of people and explaining the social, cultural understanding of the society to the people that probably do not know or have the opportunity to know. So in other words, he has been able to communicate in a very unique way to the upcoming generation, who probably did not know the importance of all these things, who never grew up to see this and may not be able to see it again. So we are now reminiscing on the past things that had happened, shaping our socio-cultural life as a people. So it's fantastic.
The medium that speaks to him is sawdust, as it screams cleaner earth, sustainable future, eco-friendliness, second chances, resilience, and hope, part of what his solo show tries to capture.
There are a lot of African Nigerian stories that are here, and I can't single out one. There is a woman's story, there is a man's story. There are things that will inspire you in your low moments. They are all here. We'll try to capture as many facets of life as we can.
The originality of the work makes it pleasing. He used raw materials, sawdust, to create something that is identical to nature. And then he speaks to us as black people. So that is one of the greatest things I have enjoyed in this art. Let us be original and look inwards. This is not a situation where we'll come and see paintings of white man, white color, but he's depicting us as Africans, and that is the interesting thing about it. And I'm encouraging young artists to follow his footsteps.
The images on display also give hope to the next generation to keep pushing despite the odds.
Life gives us, in fact, several chances. Not one, not two, not three. So whatever you are going through and you think maybe you are out, knocked out, no. Brace up. Jack yourself up and move on. Look at people who are doing well, maybe in the area that you want to, or you are aspiring. Don't give up. Go close to them, even if they are your younger ones, your juniors. Go to them and learn from them. That's also part of dignity of labor. Don't be ashamed to learn. Because while I was preparing for this, the person that helped me package and created this show, I graduated before her in school. But now, she has helped me to prepare this. So bringing down maybe your subordinates will not help you. Will not help you. If my boss didn't treat me well, then I'm not sure I would have gone to him to invite him. So that's one of the things that we can learn from this exhibition.
For the artist, just as the works are a reflection of a second chance, he encourages the audience to take every opportunity life presents to make that skill, business, relationship, or project better.
Intriguing images there, and we have more to see and enjoy on the next episode of ArtHouse.
Next week on ArtHouse. Sea Never Dry, an exhibition at the Center for Contemporary Art in Lagos. Abata Budu, an exhibition of vintage textile in Lagos. Fulbali National Art Competition in Lagos. people need to enjoy the ingenious in the Nigerian art scene, so do share, view and like our page for everyone to experience these bundle of talents.
Your ArtHouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of ArtHouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on ArtHouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's ArtHouse today. We appreciate you always for being a part of it and look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms as we count down to 2026. Let's know the new and exciting things you would like to see on the program in the new year. I'm Melinda Akinlami, Compliments of the Season.